Some preachers know the church they're going to next. They know what they're going to preach when they get there. They can tell you the number of the highway they're going to take, but they can't see the thing that God's doing on the road. God lets some beasts of the field be used before he lets backslid prophets. I'm getting close to some of you preachers. I'm getting close to some of you lay members. And if you come with your feelings sticking out tonight, I'm going to brush just as close against them as I can. I want you to feel it. But some of you do come to church, you know, with your feelings sticking out like an old cat going down a dark alley at night with her whiskers sticking out. She lets them whiskers guide her. She knows when she's about to run into something because them long whiskers rub up against something. But you running into something tonight. If you've got your feelings sticking out, I'm rubbing up against them. But hear me. It's time the judgment begins at the house of God. Pews are filled and pulpits are filled with preachers like Balaam that can't see a thing that God is doing today. They'll take the works of God and attribute them to the works of the devil. They'll say that that person got healed if they got healed. The devil did it. If this particular person gets a miracle, they say, well, you'll have to confess they're getting healed. But the devil's doing it. There's a blind that can't see the supernatural thing that God is doing. And if God does a supernatural thing, they'll attribute to something in the natural. Because when the jackass opened his mouth and started speaking in his own language and said, Balaam, 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 what have I done unto thee that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? He heard it. But he didn't have his mind, or his heart wasn't wrapped up in spiritual things. So, isn't that funny? A jackass, a talking. Mocking me, mocking me, mocking me. Give me a club. He got himself a club. You listening? If he'd had an ounce of spirituality, he would have known that the jackass wasn't mocking him. He'd never heard a jackass talk before. The only thing in the world he'd ever heard a jackass do was bray. But the jackass isn't braying now. He's doing something that's out of the ordinary. Something that's away from the natural. And it's a supernatural thing for a beast of the field, a donkey, to start talking a man's own language. But he didn't believe it was God. Like preachers today, they don't believe this is God. It's something in the flesh. It's something earthly. It's something fleshly. You listening? Balaam said to the ass, why, because thou hast mocked me. But there was a sword in my hand, I'd kill you. The very idea of a jackass mocking me. See? He didn't know it was God. He said it's the jackass. It wasn't supernatural. It was natural. The jackass was doing it all himself. I see you nodding your head back there. We were in the arena 2 years ago. We just came from there in this meeting. Had a great campaign. Places packed and jamming. Thousands of people shouting and dancing in the Spirit at one time. Brother Shambach, who was working with us at that time, stood way in the back. It's kind of making around the arena, see how things were in the back. Met one of his own old Bible school fellows, buddies, you know, went to Bible school with him at Central. Well, the Lord bless you. It's good to see him one of our campaigns. Enjoying the services. Said, you call this worship? Brother Shambach said, sure, what do you call it? The joy of the Lord and the presence of God and the supernatural power of God falling and people exalting the Lord and the blessing of God coming down and people by the hundreds getting healed everywhere as God's power fell. Why, he said, you call that worship? Somebody said, what do you call it? He said, it's not a thing in the world but the flesh and fanaticism. Shambach looked him in the eye and said, listen, I remember when you used to go back to Bible school that first year. said, you used to shout and dance more than any other student over at Central. Who preached it out of you? Said, was all that shouting and dancing you did then flesh and of the devil? Was it fanaticism? The kid couldn't look him in the eye. He had to turn around and walk on off. He knew he was backslid. To attribute the glory and the supernatural and the blessing and the power of God to something natural. You listening? This is the biggest sin that preachers and church members can commit today. Fail to see and fail to feel and fail to discern the supernatural, miraculous thing that God is doing today and attribute it to something in the natural. Say amen with me, folks. You know we live in an hour and a day when you're warned from the pulpit about one thing more than anything else. Now you better be careful. Let's stay in the middle of the road. Let's don't get off on the deep end now. Let's let everything be done decently and in order. You're afraid to clap your hands without permission from the pulpit. You're afraid to shout unless you get permission from the pulpit. You won't even raise your hands and rejoice unless somebody said it's all right. Raise your hands and praise the Lord. You won't even say amen unless the preacher says, everybody say amen. And you'll all shout amen, but you won't say amen unless somebody gives you permission. My God, a church is backslid if they have to have the amens and the hallelujahs and the praise the Lord pumped out of them by the preacher. The people, oh, raise your hands and let's say amen to God. Louder! People are so bound to fear. Oh, go on. God wants you to shout. God wants you to shout. Hallelujah. Raise your hands and worship God.